Hello everyone, welcome to solve this Math Olympiad algebra problem. So here we have c factorial equals to c cubed minus c. Here you remember one thing is that c is not equals to 0, and here in this question our target is to find the value of c. So here the very first step we are going to do is here first we need to use some laws of factorial in order to solve this problem. We know that if you have n factorial, we write it as n into n minus 1 factorial. So this is the very important property of factorial. So according to this property, we break the c factorial as in this form. We write it as c into c minus 1 factorial, and it is equals to, here we need to take common c. So when you take common c from here, you will obtain c square minus 1. And now here you see that c present on both of the sides, so that now we need to cancel this c, so that we divide both of the sides by c. Here I can just write that divide both sides by c. When you divide both sides by c, so this c is cancelled out by this c is also cancelled out by this c, and we obtain c minus 1 factorial equals to, this is c square minus, we write this one as 1 square. Okay, so further you see here, now we can write this c minus 1 factorial as, here we again use this law of factorial, so we can again apply this law of factorial. So according to this law of factorial, we write the c minus 1 factorial as c minus 1 into c minus 2 factorial. And here we use the algebraic formula. You know that about this formula, if we have a square minus b square, it is equals to a minus b times of a plus b. According to this algebraic formula, we write c square minus 1 square as c minus 1 times of c plus 1. And now you again see here c minus 1 term is lies on both of the sides, so that now we divide again both of the sides by c minus 1. So when you divide both of the sides by c minus 1, so that our above equation is written as c minus 1 into c minus 2 factorial, and it is divided by c minus 1, and it is equals to c minus 1 times of c plus 1, and it is divided by c minus 1. So further you see here, this c minus 1 is cancelled out by this c minus 1, this c minus 1 is cancelled out by this c minus 1, and the remaining terms are c minus 2 factorial equals to c plus 1. And now here further we need some simplifications. So here we will make some substitution, and now we take here x equals to c minus 2. So when you take c minus 2 equals to x, then you easily get the value of c from here. So you easily get the value of c equals to, we move this minus 2 in the left hand side, and you get c equals to x plus 2. We call this is equation number 1. And now here we need to substitute c minus 2 equals to x and c equals to x plus 2 in the above equation, so that our this above equation is written as in this form. So c minus 2 factorial equals to x factorial equals to c equals to x plus 2, and this is plus 1. So here we have x factorial equals to x plus 2 plus 1 becomes here 3. So now here we need to find some values of x in which the value of x is satisfied this equation. And now here I can just take some values from starting from x is equals to 4. Okay, so that here first we need to take x equals to 4. It means that now we can check at x equals to 4, is this equation are satisfied or not. So that at x equals to 4, our above equation is written as 4 factorial equals to 4 plus 3. And I hope so you very well know about 4 factorial. 4 factorial means that you can multiply 4 up to 1, all numbers, 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1. Here you see that 4 plus 3 is 7. So now we can multiply these numbers. 4 3s are 12, 12 2s are 24. So you get 24 equals to 7, and we clearly say that this is not possible. So we rejected this case. Okay, so we rejected the value of x that is equals to 4. And now we check the given equation at x equals to 3. So at x equals to 3, we need to substitute both of the sides of x equals to 3. And when you substitute x equals to 3 here, so above equation is written as 3 factorial equals to 3 plus 3. And now we can expand this 3 factorial, and 3 factorial means that we multiply 3, 2 and 1. And here you see that 3 plus 3 equals to 6. So 3 times of 2 becomes 6, 6 times of 1 becomes 6. So you clearly see that 6 equals to 6. So by inspection, the value of x equals to 3 satisfied the given equation. So that now we move backward to find the value of c, because we solve this problem for the values of c. And here we have x is equals to 3. But if you move backward, we have the value of x is equals to c minus 2. And now we need to back substitute this value of x. So when you put x equals to 3 here, it will be written as 3 is equals to c minus 2. And now in the next step, we move this minus 2 in the left hand side, and you get 3 plus 2 equals to c, and you easily get the value of c equals to 5. So this is the final answer of this problem. And now we need to verify this value of x. So here we can verify this value of x. Is this value of c is satisfied our given question statement or not? Okay, so in order to verify this value, we need to copy down the given question statement. It is c factorial equals to c cubed minus c. And now here we need to put the value of c here, and it will be written as 5 factorial equals to 5 cubed minus 5. And here you clearly know about 5 factorial. It means that we multiply 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times of 1, and this 5 cubed means that 125, and minus this is 5. So here we need to multiply all these three numbers. So you know that 5 fours are 20. 20 times of 3 becomes 60. 60 times of 2 becomes here 120. 120 multiplied by 1 is also 120. It means that the product of all these numbers equals to 120. And here when you subtract 125 minus 5, it is also equals to 120. This shows that the value of c equals to 5 satisfied our given question statement. And this is the final answer. And thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos.